So today's video will be about what's sold from March the 1st to March the 7th. Um, I'm going to put my eBay and my Poshmark together because so far I haven't really sold a whole lot. Yeah, so we'll jump right in with this Architect. I never can pronounce it right. We got this for, I think it worked out to roughly 62 cents Canadian. I sell on eBay.com, so my prices are sold in mainly in US dollars, but I will let you know what they were in Canadian after. So this sold for $15.96 plus shipping, so that was a total of $22.91, and that was $29 in total for $29 Canadian. This is just a basic shirt, as you can see. This is a good brand to pick up no matter what it is. I've sold this brand a few times when I can find it. So next is a pair of Vigos, I want to say that's right, women's size 22 boot cut. I pick up this brand a lot. These ones had nice flat pockets in the back, and they were a plus size. They had a little distressing here. Oops. In the front. These sold for $19.96 plus shipping, so that was $33.43 American, which worked out to $42.31 Canadian. And these were a nice pair of jeans. They look a little washed out of my photos, but then we have a pair of BKE that doesn't want to load. There we go. These are a pair of men's Tyler, and I always love selling men's BKE. These are a Tyler straight. And as you can see here, these ones were hemmed. So these are 32, and they were still a half decent jean. But as you can see, they're hemmed. So the inseam was actually 26.5. But we pick these up whenever we find them. I don't find them often. These ones sat a little longer than normal just because I think of the size. And did I say what they sold for? These sold for $25.49 plus shipping, so that's $36.48 altogether American, and that worked out to $46.18 for Canadian. Then we have this little rabbit, Winnie the Pooh. It still has his tags. He sold for $10 plus shipping, so that was $16.99 altogether. He was just so cute. So that was $21.45 for a plush. Now I like to sell plush, but we don't sell them often. Maybe we do sell a fair amount, but I think it's harder in Canada just because of the price of shipping. You know, I mean, for me to ship, it's still costing me like $8 Canadian, so it was like $6 or $7 US dollars to ship just a small plush like this. And then we have a Donna Karan signature shirt. This was new with tags. I picked it up because of the brand name, but to be honest, it sat for a while. I don't know if it was the size, the color, or even just the brand. Maybe it was the price. Who knows? This sold for $15 plus shipping, so that's $22.53. So that was $28.45 Canadian. And then we have this little feller, and he was only tiny, 7 inches. He was a Hershey Dragon, and he sold for $11.87 plus 20 plus shipping, which was $20.86 altogether. So that was $26.34 in Canadian funds. And I think that might have been the only plush that I sold this week. So then we have this AC/DC women's shirt. Nothing special about this. This was from one of my daughters, so this didn't have any cost of goods. It sold for $12 plus shipping, which was $22 Canadian, because this was on my .ca site. Because I used to sell on .ca before I switched over to .com, so I still have a few things left over there. This we just listed just a few days ago. It's a Camelback hydration reservoir. This was one of my sons from when he was in cadets. So yeah, so just throwing it out, I stuck it up and it sold for $15 plus shipping, which was $25.99 in total, which made that $32.77 Canadian. I guess if I could get them for a cheap price, I would pick them up again. But this one had no cost of goods, so. Then we have this bowl, and it said made in England. Somewhere's here. Let me see. There's no name on it. I do remember this. We got this in a box lot auction, just the spoon. The spoon said England. And we sold this for $11.90 plus shipping, which was $23.81 altogether. And that gave us $30.02 Canadian. And there's nothing special about it. Our cost of goods was probably $1. This I just put up. I was going to keep this for myself. We got it in a box lot at an auction. It's one of the aging red light therapy lamps. But I didn't really use it, so I decided that I would just stick it up. And we have about $1 into this too. This was one of my better sales this week. This sold for $80 plus shipping, which was $105.83 altogether in US. And that gave me $134.27 in Canadian. So yeah, something like this you definitely want to keep an eye open for. And then we have this blanket. This is just, I picked it up because it was a wool blanket. I really couldn't find comps on it. It's not even a very big blanket, really. Let me see here. Yeah, here it is laid out on my queen size bed. So it's more of a lap blanket, pretty much a crib blanket type thing. It's from Holland. And this one sold for $25 plus shipping, which was $44.98 altogether, which gave me $57.07 Canadian. And then we have this Ariana Grande size large shirt. And I mean, these shirts are, can be, this one has graphic wear and faded. I bought a lot of 80 shirts off of eBay and off eBay auction. And I think it worked out to being like $2.75 a shirt. And I thought, oh crap, I've made one of those huge boo-boos, which I still might have. I mean, I'm not even through all of them yet. I get bored listing them, so I just dig out a handful here and there and list them. But they do trickle out. So this one sold for the full price you see here, $14.41 plus shipping, which was $23.40, which gave me $29.69 Canadian. So I mean, $23.40 for a used shirt that was, bad graphics here, faded. Then we have this little ashtray, which I didn't list that too long ago. I've bought it a while ago, and somehow it fell off my inventory. So I just took pictures of it and put it back up again. And this sold for $16.98 plus shipping, which was $25.39. There's no markings on him. And this, you put your cigarettes in the top, and obviously you butt him out in the bowl. So that was $32.21 Canadian for this little feller. And then the last thing on eBay, which was my best sale, was this Walt Disney monorail track. It is vintage. I paid $20 for this, less 20% from Value Village. And I normally don't like spending that much, but this particular one was going fairly high. There is some other ones that were going lower. And for this one, I actually put a little YouTube video here on, or my own video on it working. And so I think that might be the reason why it's like what sold it. So that sold just yesterday for $164.85 plus shipping, which was $193.81 altogether. And that was $245.89 Canadian for me. So that went out today with UPS, and that was only $30 Canadian to ship it, which was a really good deal, surprisingly. So hopefully it makes it there all in one piece, since I had to frank box some boxes together. So now let's go over to Poshmark. So I don't sell a whole lot on Poshmark, but it has been picking up lately, actually, and that's not the screen I want. Okay, I thought I had all these loaded properly, but I guess not. So the first one is these Big Star bootcut distressed jeans. They're quite nice. As you can see, I got $30 for them. I pay roughly about the same price for all my jeans, which is $5.50 Canadian. So that's like what, $4 something US. It varies. This one even had a flaw. It has some kind of discoloration here on the leg, which was noted down here. And they were size 28. This was one of my good sales on Poshmark this week. These I've had up for a while now. And I mean, I dropped the price a little bit, but I just sold these. They were a pair of Nike Total 90 turf soccer shoes. I really couldn't find a whole lot like it. So this is why I marked them high. They did have a little wear, and I was willing to take reasonable offers, but I never really got any. And then they sold full price of $95. Next is this Free People Love Her Madly overshirt. I've had this sitting a while. Free People kind of sits a little while for me. I had the stock photo in there, hoping that it would sell a little quicker to see how you could wear it, but this one sold for $25. My tags are upside down, I see. And I would have paid $4.50 Canadian for that. And then we have a pair of Naked and Famous salvage jeans. I just got these not that long ago. And these went for $40. These ones had a little condition wear. They were like, it was hard to see in the picture, but they were really soft here, like in the spot, like they were worn a little bit. So I did note that down here that there was a little bit of black smudge and stuff, but they still sold for $40. Then we have one of those t-shirts from my lot from eBay auction. This is One Direction, sold for $15. I mean, some of them aren't great money, but I mean, $15, $20 here and there. They tend to add up, and it really helps when you're not making any sales during these slow times. And this one here was fairly recently listed. Then we have, this was a bundle, so we have two pairs of pants. They were bought straight out, so they didn't even offer. So here we have a pair of men's Vince pants. The only pair of Vince pants I've sold are these, and I've had them up for a long time, so I'm not sure if I'll pick them up again. I mean, I could have took new pictures and better pictures, and seen if that would have helped. And I think these ones actually, yeah, they looked like they were hemmed. So maybe that's why they were 28 inches, but it did look like they were hemmed. And then these Bonobo pants, which is very hard to get this coloring correct. So I'm hoping that they don't really say too much, because I mean, that looks like two different colors there. And they sold for $25, so that was a $61 bundle for 2 pairs of pants. And that was it. So those are the sales for the first week of March. And I'm hoping that sales will start picking up soon. I've been listing a little more, and I just got a big haul lot that I'm going to post for some summer stuff. So hopefully things will pick up, and I'm hoping things are great with everybody else. Let me know how your sales are for the beginning of March. And if you enjoy this, subscribe. And I hope everybody has a great day.